So hello and welcome to Dialogues in Polish section. So here we're gonna look at dialogues obviously, and we're gonna learn how to speak, to listen, most importantly to understand. And of course writing is gonna be available since we're gonna explain some grammar and why some things are written like this or said like this, okay? Um, so let's just start with the vocabs. This is the dialogue here, and there's gonna be an English translation for it, but we're not gonna show it right now. And first, I would like to talk about some vocabs before we start. Okay, so we have czas, time, przyjaciel, a close friend or best friend. We have również, which means also. There are also other words for it, but now we're gonna talk about również, also, że, that, oczywiście, of course, spojrzeć, look or glance. We're gonna talk about this. Grzeczny, polite, uczeń, pupil, student, ogień, fire. Okay? So if you don't know them, just take your time. You can pause the video and then repeat them. Take your time memorizing them just before we start. It's gonna be easier for you to understand. Because I'm gonna give you time to understand and then I'll show you the translation. I need you to try to understand before I show you the translation. Okay, so let's start. So, ostatni dzień liceum, the last day of high school, rozdział 1, chapter 1. So I'm gonna read it first in Polish and then we'll try to understand and then I'll show you the English translation. So, Adriana, tak się cieszę, że to nasz ostatni dzień w liceum, ale jednocześnie jestem smutna, bo będę tęskniła za tą szkołą. Bartosz, nie ma czego przegapić. Nienawidzę tej szkoły. Robert, zaufaj mi, przyjacielu. Szkoła też za tobą nie będzie tęsknić. Bartosz, wiesz co? Spadaj. Adriana, uspokójcie się oboje. Zaraz się pokłócicie, jak zawsze. Robert, Jezu, żartowałem. Właśnie stwierdziłem, że jesteś również niegrzecznym uczniem. Czy pamiętasz, jak próbowałeś podpalić szkołę? Dzięki Bogu, że cię widzieliśmy i zatrzymaliśmy. Bartosz, oczywiście wiesz, że nie próbowałem spalić szkoły. To był wypadek. Adriania, och, spójrz tam. Czy widzicie świetliki? Robert, o tak, są takie piękne. Zgadzasz się, Bartosz? Patrzy na niego i mruga. Bartosz, tak, myślę, że są takie piękne i ogniste. Mruga z powrotem na Roberta. Okay, so you can pause, you can read it again, and you can try to understand, and just maybe the context or whatever, and then I'll show you right now the English translation, and then we'll read it together again. So, Adriana, tak się cieszę, że to nasz ostatni dzień w liceum, ale jednocześnie jestem smutna, bo będę tęskniła za tą szkołą. Adriana, I'm so glad it's our last day in high school, but at the same time I'm sad because I'm going to miss this school. So we have the I'm glad thing, I'm so glad. So cieszę się, but you can just say tak się cieszę. That means that I'm such glad or I'm so glad. And tak here means not yes, because tak usually means yes, but here in this context means so much, okay? Tak się cieszę, że to nasz ostatni dzień. That it is our last day in high school. Ostatni means last day, last. Day means dzień w liceum. Ale, but, jednocześnie jestem smutna. But at the same time I'm sad. Jednocześnie means at the same time. If you notice, if you can divide this word into two, you have cześnie and jedno. Cześnie becomes from the word czas, which means time, and jedno is the adjective of jeden, that is directed towards neutral. Okay, so jeden, jedno, cieśnie. Jeden czas, as if you're saying jeden czas. Jednocześnie, at the same time. I am sad because, bo będę, I will be missing, tęskniła za tą szkołą. When you write tęskniła, you add after it za and then something. So I will miss za something. Za tą szkołą. Ta szkoła becomes tą szkołą. Why? Because this is feminine. And ta becomes on in both cases. Okay, Bartosz. Nie ma czego przegapić. Nienawidzę tej szkoły. Bartosz. There's nothing to miss. I hate this school. So, nie ma. There is nothing. Nie ma. Czego. Anything or a thing. Czego. Okay. Przegapić. To miss. Przegapić here means not just tęsknić, like, because here when she said będę tęskniła, and the word tęsknić means to miss or to long for something, so it's more emotional than przegapić. Przegapić is like there's nothing to miss about it. There's nothing to, like, I'm gonna be okay without it, okay? So nie ma czego, there's nothing to miss. Przegapić. Okay? Okay. But here, don't think that nothing is czego. No. Czego means a thing. So if you want the literal translation of it, there isn't a thing that I would miss in it. But I wanted to write a normal English sentence. I wouldn't want to change the structure of English. But I will explain to you everything. Nienawidzę tej szkoły. I hate this school. Okay? Ta becomes tej. Szkoła becomes szkoły. Why? Because it's a genitive. I'm not going to talk about it right now. But just it's nienawidzę. It's like a negation, and when you negate, you change the form of the feminine. It becomes a, and a becomes e. Okay? Because ta szkoła becomes tej szkoły. Here it's tą szkołą. Okay, so I'm not going to talk about these endings now. You don't have to worry about that. The most important thing is to understand and to make people understand. So if you say nienawidzę ta szkoła, everybody's going to understand you, and it's not going to be a problem. Even Polish people make problem at these things right now. Okay, Robert. Zaufaj mi, przyjacielu. Szkoła też za tobą nie będzie tęsknić. Trust me, friend. So zaufaj means trust. It's an order, and this is an imperative form. Notice the J at the end, zaufaj. So it's an order, but it's not a bad order. It's just like imperative form. So zaufaj mi, przyjacielu. Trust me. Me means literally me in this situation. Przyjacielu, friend. So przyjaciel means, of course, close friend or friend or whatever. When you add u, przyjacielu, it's that you are talking to him or you are addressing him, or like you are calling him. So when you say przyjacielu, it means you are calling him, and he will say what's up. Yeah, so the ending here indicates that you are talking to him. You don't have to add it. However, in some situations you don't add it, but it's like for you as a beginner, you don't have to know it. But it's step by step. You can just try to notice why we change some endings and suffixes in the verbs or the words, because it's good to know, okay? Szkoła też za tobą nie będzie tęsknić. The school isn't going to miss you either. So either, też also means also or either in this situation. So szkoła też also isn't gonna be missing you. So I'm now translating literally how it means, not the English that is written here, because I want you to literally understand what each word means. So szkoła też za tobą, for you isn't gonna miss, or it's not gonna miss you. So as we said, When we say tęsknić, we use the verb za after it. Okay, like here. Tęskniła za tą szkołą. So here, szkoła też za tobą nie będzie tęsknić. So here we reversed, but you don't have to you don't have to reverse, but it is reversed here, and you can just write it in this way. And if someone said it, you need to understand what he's talking about. So this is why I'm showing you this way, and this is the more correct way if you want to. It's more Polish. Like if you say it, szkoła też nie będzie tęsknić za tobą, you can say it, but someone might notice that you're not Polish, okay? Which not a bad thing, but I'm just saying it's better to write in this form. Szkoła też za tobą nie będzie tęsknić. So literally, the school isn't for you, not won't or no. The school for you won't miss. Okay. Okay, so let's go on. Bartosz, wiesz co, spadaj. You know what? Wiesz co, it's actually often used. Spadaj, get lost. There are many other ways you can say it in polite ways. I can teach you, but I'm not gonna say it here. If you want me, you can just text me and I will fill you on how other ways to say it. There are really many other ways that are actually more used than spadaj, but spadaj is actually quite often used, and you can use it. And it's not actually really polite to say it, for example, to an old man or whatever, but to a friend you can say it. Adriana, uspokójcie się oboje. So calm down, both of you. Uspokójcie się, calm down, uspokój się, or uspokójcie się, uspokójcie. Why? Because if you know the conjugation, and you better do, before you are even here, you would know that we are talking to many people. So calm down, but you are talking to you in the plural. Okay, uspokójcie się. If it was one person, you would have said uspokój się. If I'm talking to you, I would say uspokój się. If I'm talking to you and your friend, I would say uspokójcie się oboje, both of you. Oboje means both, okay? Zaraz się pokłócicie jak zawsze. Zaraz means soon. Się pokłócicie jak zawsze. You will be fighting, or you will fight as always. Jak, as, or like, always. So you're about to fight as always. Okay? This is the literal meaning. Robert, Jezu, żartowałem. Jeez or Jesus, I was joking. So żartować, żartowałem. The past form. Właśnie stwierdziłem. I was just stating, or I was just confirming, or I have confirmed. You can write it in many other different way, but this is the way I decided to write it because it's more English correct, but it doesn't have to be like that. But właśnie means exactly, or właśnie, so exactly, or I have just, in this context. Właśnie stwierdziłem. I have just confirmed or stated that, że, that, jesteś, również, you are, also, not, or an impolite student, or a naughty student, okay? You see here, you are also a naughty student. Że jesteś również niegrzecznym uczniem, okay? Czy pamiętasz, jak próbowałeś podpalić szkołę? Do you remember how you tried to podpalić, to set the school on fire? So podpalić is to set on fire. Okay. Thank God, dzięki Bogu. Bóg becomes Bogu, dzięki Bogu. Że cię widzieliśmy, that we saw you. Cię means you, yeah? I see you means widzę cię. Widziałem cię, widzieliśmy cię i zatrzymaliśmy. I don't have to write cię again because I've already written it here, so that's it. So here, just notice the czy. It's really used when you ask questions. So, czy pamiętasz, czy masz coś na myśli, czy kupiłeś, nie wiem, Czy kupiłeś coś? So it is really used, the czy. And it can have many meanings, depending on the context. So here, it means like this. Okay, Bartosz. Oczywiście wiesz. So here it is. Of course, you know. Wiesz means you know. From the word wiedzieć. You can go check my daily words. I will put a link here. Oczywiście wiesz że nie próbowałem spalić szkoły. That I didn't or I wasn't trying to burn down the school. Or to burn the school. It was an accident. To był wypadek. It or it, yes. Był wypadek. You don't have to say to był wypadek. To has many meanings. To means this or it was. For example, here to był, it was wypadek. Okay, so yes. Był, of course, the verb być in past. Wypadek means an accident. Okay, obviously was trying. It was an accident. I've just said it. Adriana. Och, spójrz tam. Czy widzicie świetliki? So, oh, look over there. Spójrz. That's an imperative form of the verb spojrzeć that I've shown you then in the vocabs. So, spójrz. Spojrzeć becomes a spójrz as an imperative. Spójrz tam. Look over there or there. Look there. Czy widzicie? Do you see? Świetliki. Notice here the czy again. Do you see? Widzicie? Świetliki, fireflies. Robert. O, tak. Oh, yes. Są takie piękne. They are so beautiful. Or they are such beautiful. Whatever. So, takie means such or so or it's more likely such. They are such something, okay? Są takie, they are piękne. Okay, if you don't know how to use the adjectives and the endings, I have a video about adjectives. I'm also gonna link it, and it's gonna be in the description most likely if I remember to put it. But if it's not gonna be, I'm gonna link it here, and you can go to my playlist, check them all. Okay, it's in the it's in the grammar playlist, and for the beginners. So są takie piękne. Zgadza się, Bartosz? Right, Bartosz? So zgadza się means do you agree? Or does it agree? Or is it right? However, if you want to if I want to tell you, do you agree? Literally, I would say zgadzasz się? So I would add here sh because I'm talking to you. But also I can tell you zgadza się, is it right? In the third person. So zgadza się here means to agree or is it right or right? For example here, right, Bartosz? If I say zgadzasz się, do you agree? I'm using a different form, but they both mean the same, okay? I hope you know the conjugation so that you know what I'm talking about. Patrzy na niego I mruga. So, he looks at him and winks. So, oh yes, they're beautiful, right, Bartosz? He looks at him and winks. Patrzy means look. Another form, like you can use spójrz, so spójrz na niego, but it actually means something else. Spojrzeć and patrzeć, they actually kind of differ. So spójrz means like a glance, have a glance there, it's beautiful, okay? And patrz, it means look at me or look here, so it's definite. So patrzy na niego, he looks at him, na niego I and mruga, winks. Okay? Bartosz, the last sentence. Tak, myślę, że są takie piękne I ogniste. Yes, I think, myślę, że that, but you don't have to write that in this situation in English, but in Polish you have to. Yes, I think They are so beautiful and fiery. So są takie piękne I ogniste. You can say, for example, że są bardzo piękne. Okay, so they are so beautiful as well. It means the same. Takie pięknie, it's more so beautiful or such beautiful. Or you can write here some tak piękne. So tak as well as we said here. Tak się cieszę. I'm so glad. Some tak pięknie, they are so beautiful. Or in this situation, takie piękne. I ogniste means fiery. It comes from the word ogien, as we've seen here. Ogien becomes ogniste. Mruga, he winks, as we've seen here. Mruga means winks, he winks. A mruga z powrotem na Roberta. So he winks back at Robert. Z powrotem is actually really used for as itself. So z powrotem is used. For example, if you want to say, I'm going today to whatever and tomorrow I'll come back. So jadę dzisiaj do Nowego Jorku I jutro będę z powrotem. Z powrotem kupię ci prezent. So while I'm going back, I'll buy you some presents. Okay, so it is really used, z powrotem, and it means back at you or when I'm going back. Okay, na Roberta. We will see those, of course, and you will see them in other examples. And I hope you understand and you understood something. And if you didn't, just write in the comments. And I'll try to put a link as soon as possible so that we can communicate via email. If someone wants to ask me a personal question or something, like if he wants to ask me on my email or something, we can maybe have a chat there. Soon I'll have my email done and written, and then we can talk. And then don't forget to, if you like the video, to give some thumbs up and subscribe and turn on the bell icon so that you receive notification every time I post something, and I often post. So yeah, that was all, and thank you all. Have a nice rest of the day or of the night, and see you soon.